Radin. You have me on camera? This is going up on YouTube. You know, I have a channel on YouTube called CrookedDoctors. Here's the big picture. I'm going to talk a little fast because there's got a lot that I'm trying to get through. Here's the big picture for the Hudson County Freeholders. New York City is trying to shift liability to the city of Jersey. Had Jersey City given me my educational records in February of 2009, there never would have been criminal prosecution in Manhattan a few months later in June and July of 2009, because my educational records show that my medical school was lying about me and that I was telling the truth. So the big picture here is the city of New York wants Jersey City to pay for its crimes. And eventually that means that the taxpayers in Hudson County are going to foot the bill. So that's why I'm here in Hudson County today. One reason today. The second reason I'm here today is, although you were very helpful and kind in getting me back into the courthouse on Newark Avenue, I'm still barred from the public courthouse in Summit Avenue, apparently by Judge Rodriguez. Now there are two Judge Rodriguezes in the municipal court located on Summit Avenue. Apparently there's a Judge Rodriguez who's a man, and there's Nestle A. Rodriguez, who's the woman judge who's responsible for crimes in my case, notably obstruction of justice. She helped my landlords and their defense attorney destroy videotapes during summer of 2008 that showed that my landlords violated her verbal no contact order several times. And this is misrepresented deliberately, intentionally, willfully, with criminal intent by a woman named Stacy Dix-Kubiowski, who's employed by Jersey City Medical Center, as there's something wrong with Lidya Radin because she keeps coming down to the courthouse even on days when there's no hearing scheduled. No, there's nothing wrong with me. Judge Rodriguez directed me that when my landlords violated her no contact order, I should come down and file a criminal complaint. I attempted to do so, and the city employees in room 118 refused to take my complaint because the big picture was, this is the city courthouse. I'm going through a frivolous eviction proceeding in a higher court, and it's keep it off the record, keep it off the record, keep it off the record, because if my landlord's violations of Judge Rodriguez's no contact order were on the record and they were prosecuted for their crimes, they would never win in landlord-tenant court. So does everybody see the game that we're playing here? Okay. So when Judge Rodriguez helps my landlords and their criminal defense attorney destroy videotapes that my landlords made of themselves violating Judge Rodriguez's no contact order, that's a very serious crime called obstruction of justice, and Judge Rodriguez needs to be impeached for that. That's a very serious crime. And she's retaliating against me by barring me from the courthouse on Summit Avenue. It's a public courthouse. I have a right to be there. And the citizens of Jersey City have a right to know that this is how this judge behaves, and they have a right to request a different judge. When we went there, we were threatened by the police. The police have no right to threaten me when I go to the city prosecutor's office to get my records. So today, I emailed a request. They wanted a request in writing. And I sent that email off to Freeholders O'Day and Romano. Now, apparently Debbie Simon is defaming me even today because she's slinging mud. I talked to a police officer about this, claiming that sometime 30 years ago I had a nervous breakdown. That's another lie, and frankly, I'm getting sick of it. I'm sick and tired of being stalked through life by a bunch of mudslingers. Even if it were true, and it's not, it's irrelevant. If you can make up a bunch of lies about something that happened 30 years ago, does not justify Nino Falcone lying to Jersey City Medical Center today. Okay, Nino Falcone lying to a medical center after he had lost against me in court is not a problem that originates with Lidya Radin. That's Nino Falcone's problem. In another example, okay. So my problem today is not only Debbie Simon slinging mud, and not only that Judge Rodriguez has illegally barred me, and I've been threatened by the police to keep me out of the courthouses in Summit Avenue, but Ed DeFazio has had my intentionally falsified financial records in his office from 2005. Ed DeFazio got phone calls from then Congressman Menendez. So Ed DeFazio is protecting himself. He's not only protecting Debbie Simon, who's a liar, and Tracy McQuaid, who could have put a stop to this in January, February, and March of 2008. I'm going to make a timeline and post it on the internet so people can follow along. But Ed DeFazio is protecting himself because Ed DeFazio is not a prosecutor. Ed DeFazio is a co-conspirator.